Hi, my name is Diane. I'm a college student, newlywed, and cat mama of two. I'm not great at doing a lot of things, but I've always been good at learning, so I decided to start a YouTube channel where I focus on gaining new skills. I'll spend 6 months learning something that I've either never tried or I'm not good at yet, and document my progress here for all of you. Hope you enjoy! So it's time to start learning actual calligraphy now that we've got a baseline and everything. I found a really nice alphabet online that I'm going to try and figure out how to do. I might use that for this month's project, I might not. We'll just see how it goes. I'm also going to be testing out some of the tools, more than I already have, and everything else. So in this first part, I'm using the Tombow felt pen, and I am trying to do the style that you see on the left. And I was trying to do that C for quite a while, and I could not get the right shape. It was just like as if I was writing with a Sharpie, and even though I had seen other people use Tombow, I realized it was for a completely different type of calligraphy. So I actually brought out my husband's fountain pens, and I'd never used them before. I think he had only used them once, and as you can see, they didn't get stored properly, so there's ink all over the package. And so I was gonna try to put it together because it was all in a bunch of pieces, and it took me quite a while to figure out how to get the pieces in order. I kept putting in some of the parts backwards and things were getting stuck, but I finally got it together. And shoot all the cats off the table because they like to bother me when I'm working on anything. So at first I didn't know if it was going to work, and I didn't know how it worked really. I didn't know which direction to hold it, but as you can see, it started putting a little bit of ink out, so I knew I was on the right track. So here is my first attempt at that C, and I could already tell that it was going to go a lot better, that the shape was going to actually be the correct shape. Something about these fountain pens though is it's a little bit hard to control the ink flow. So they can kind of have, I don't know if it's air bubbles or what it is. I obviously need to do a lot more research. But here is a really nice C, one of the first nice ones I produced. And I just kept practicing the same shapes over and over again to try and kind of just get the hang of it, what angle to hold the pen at, because you need the flat part on the tip to be pressing into the paper, so the whole flat part to be pressing into the paper, so you can't lift up at a funny angle or it'll just stop producing. So I tried to break it down into its smallest units, every letter, so that I could get it down good. I'm finally starting to kind of get the hang of connecting all the lines. Here's a couple of the more complicated letters. I was surprised that H had so many strokes. As you can see here, it has 5 individual strokes that need to be completed in a certain order for them all to come together. So I was kind of surprised because H would seem like a simple letter to me. K was by far the fanciest letter, I would have to say, with a lot of different kinds of strokes, and it was a lot of fun to make. So here I decided to start just writing out the whole alphabet, since I had been practicing with the fountain pen for a while, and just see how my alphabet would look. Sometimes I would need to kind of use that other page as a little place to scribble to get the ink flowing again. as far as a first experience goes, though, this was really good. It took me a little while, but it was also fun the whole time, and I started making really nice shapes. It is obviously not beautiful yet, I would say, but it is looking a lot better, and with more practice I can really see myself becoming pretty good at this, so that is really exciting. I don't know that I would use this particular alphabet for the monthly project that I'm going to be doing, but I'll definitely consider it. It is a very nice looking alphabet. I think that I need to explore other alphabets first before I decide. There's that K again. It's pretty fancy. I think I like K out of all the letters. The downstroke for the top part of the K can get a little thin just because I haven't figured out how to control the ink super well yet, but overall it looks really nice. So I kind of started to run into problems here. I just could not get this downstroke to look good. The ink wouldn't come out, and I tried holding, and the same thing happened on the in too. The ink would not come out when I was doing the downstroke, and I was trying to hold the pen with the flat part all the way against the paper. I tried getting the ink to come out, and it just was not cooperating with me. So I think with practice, that'll get a little bit better, because right now I know especially that M is looking a little bit rough, so. That R is looking pretty nice too. Overall, I think the biggest thing I've learned from just this alphabet practice was just to make sure you're using the right tools. It was very frustrating at the beginning when I was trying to use the felt pen, and I think that the fountain pen is a very lovely tool and a lot easier than I thought it would be. I thought a fountain pen would just be really complicated to write with, and once I got it put together, it really wasn't that complicated. So here's the end of my very amateur alphabet. So we'll see how much progress I can make these coming weeks.